A very great morning to one and all present here on Saturday morning, 7 a.m. We welcome you on Skilling on Saturdays. Our platform has been blessed by various coaches, mentors, teachers, gurus, founders, judges, lawyers, TEDx speakers, consultants, social media influencers. And today we have with us Deepak Jain, who is a serial entrepreneur working in the IT industry from almost 2 decades with a mission to make this world better with the use of technology. He has worked with clients from more than 15 countries and across different industries. From working with our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji during his election campaign in 2014 to developing the popular e-commerce platform topclues.com, the spectrum of work done by him is phenomenal. He is the co-founder and director of Data Grid Solutions, under which he successfully launched the digital cataloging platform Sellingo to boost MSME sector. He is not just active in business, but also very active socially. Terapanth Yuvak Parishad, Vicky Parley, President, Terapat Professional Forum Mumbai President, and currently he is serving as the Secretary for Terapanth Sabha Mumbai. He was also associated with GITO IT Committee and many more social organizations for the welfare of humanity. And as we see, AI is the growing need of the hour, and everything is being occupied with AI. We invited him to share his knowledge on this subject, and we welcome you, Deepak ji. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Shivani ji, and thank you, this initiative of Skilling Saturday, the whole team for inviting me to meet such enthusiast people. I know it's morning 7, and if these people, our participants have joined on morning 7, that means they are definitely enthusiast people that who wants to know something, who wants to get something, and of course want to give something back. So thanks, to you, and especially thanks to Harish Bhai Hirani, who introduced me to this group. So I don't know whether Harish Bhai is right now on this call or not, but yeah.
Harish ji will be joining late. He's not feeling well.
Oh, okay. But please convey my thanks to Harish Bhai also for connecting me to this, fantastic group. Great. So shall I start now? I think it's 7 or 5.
You can go ahead.
Yeah, we can go ahead. Okay. So again, a very warm welcome and good morning to all of you. I will share a presentation and I will go slide by slide so that, we can have more constructive and, to the point discussion on AI. Can you please give me the access to share my screen?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can go ahead.
Thank you. Let me know when you can see my screen.
Yeah, it's visible.
It's visible. Yeah. So like today, I'm going to talk on artificial intelligence, and we all know it's a game changer. Okay. We know it's a game changer, but why we say it's a game changer, that is the discussion today, what we are going to have. Why when we say artificial intelligence, everyone is reading about a lot of things on AI nowadays. Like everyone is talking about AI. Like this is the I think the most buzzword in 2023, and it's going to create even more buzz in 2024. I'm pretty sure about that. So let us first understand, what is AI and how it works. So AI stands for, as I said, artificial intelligence, and it's like computer program that mimics human intelligence. Now, whenever we talk about intelligence, it's always like, when we compare two people also, we say he's more intelligent, he's less intelligent. Based on what? Based on certain things that he acts. How someone will act on a particular request, a particular time, a particular context. And based on that, we say he's intelligent or not. Similarly, now computer has started thinking like human. And that is why we have started using word intelligence for computer. Now AI can make decisions and solve problems like humans, and that's where the whole the discussion started about AI. And if you see, a lot of newspapers are like writing articles on daily basis that will computer replace human or not. Just imagine the kind of power it is creating, that we are thinking about replacing humans. Of course, my belief is very clear that it cannot replace humans, but yeah, it will definitely change the way we work. In I think in 17th century, late 17th century, early 18th century, we had electricity. We started there was an invention of electricity, and at that time, the whole industry changed. Like the things which were being done by hands was being like started doing by machines, because machine needs electricity, something to run it, and that's how the change industry changed. Similarly, like if you ask me, AI is as big change as electricity in that era. In this era, is going to change the way we work today. Sooner or later, like everyone will start realizing it in their own business, their own act. And the statement which I'm giving, I know it's a very big statement that it is like electricity change, but yeah, we are seeing it in our business, in technology business, and definitely everyone will feel the same very soon in their own business. AI can understand language, recognize images, so everything like you heard the word as NLP, like natural language processing. You heard the word as computer vision. Those are all like where it can recognize images. If you see on the traffic signal, when you jump the signal, and if you are being caught on the signal from the cameras, that is also an AI. That is called as computer vision AI. Now AI adapts and thinks in a way similar to the human. So in later in my this presentation today, I will give you some examples where I will show you how it thinks like human, how it talks like human, and that is where it will get even better, in understanding. And it's used in many everyday things like smartphones, cars, and online streaming recommendation. So again, it's used as everywhere, like right from when we get up. Okay, even if you see alarm clock, which helped me to get up today, like in my mobile phone, the alarm. That's also an AI, kind of AI, which knows that okay, at this particular time it needs to buzz. A very small application of AI, and this we are using from like I think from ages. But now this is becoming more smarter, and this can do a lot of things for you. The smartphones can do a lot of things. So this is all about the background of AI. It started AI. It's not that it started in 2023 or 22. It is there from the day the computer was being invented. Even before that, human brain was using the AI. But here now it's becoming more like human, and that's why this is creating the buzz. Now, how you help AI? Now, everyone is talking about that AI is helping humans. Okay, but let us first understand that first you are helping AI. Unless you help AI, AI cannot help you back. It's always you first give and then you get. We always say, like, in a lot of business meetings, I heard that givers gain, that the one who gives, he gets. Similarly, is AI. That first you need to contribute to AI, and then AI will give it back to you. Now, how it is happening? So, better learning. The human give AI good data to learn from, so it gets smarter and make fewer mistakes. The classic example, if you ask me, we all use Google Maps while driving nowadays. Like, it's very common. Even if I need to go from Vilepale to Nariman Point, I know it's a straight road. There's no left, right, but still I keep my Google on. And why? Because Google tells me that if there is some blockage, somewhere something is wrong, uh, it will give me a prompt. It will give me an alert that okay, there is some jam this side, so you take another route. But how Google knows about that jam? Like many people must have this question in their head. Google is getting this because people who were driving on that road had already either they had Android phone which was giving the location as well as the Google map. So first the people who were driving on that road were giving data to Google, and then Google was giving back the outcome, the summarized data to the rest of the world about that particular road. This is how we are helping AI. That is AI, okay? But who is helping that? We are helping that. We are giving, the data back to uh, Google. Now, understanding context, human helps AI understands tricky things like jokes or cultural difference. Many of us are using probably the language, like, probably Hindi, Gujarati, Marathi, any other language while typing on phone for sending messages. If we start typing something, there are four options which comes, when we type in English and we transcribe basically. We don't translate, we transliterate. So when we are transliterating, if I write there something like even my spelling Deepak, it will show me two options, small d in Hindi and big D in Hindi. Suppose I click on big D, that means I have contributed to the world that okay, DEEPAK is Deepak, not Deepak, something like that. And that is how I'm giving the system the data, and system captures it. So next time when you are typing DEEPAK, it will automatically show you the primary option is Deepak. This is how first I had to give the data, and now the system is giving me back. Okay. Adding creativity. Now humans think of new and creative ways to use AI. Now creativity is something which goes in probably images and graphic. I'm not sure, but the hundreds of tools are now available where you can generate images. So if you say that, okay, I want the sun is rising, behind the mountains, and with lush green trees and birds are flying. If you just write this, it gives you back the image. How it gives you back the image? Because it has already been contributed, like people, the world have contributed to that, this kind of data to the AI tool, and now AI tool is giving back. Okay, improving over time. So as you give more and more information to the AI will give you better and better results. There's a technical term called as data labeling. I don't know whether you know this, but any AI company who works with AI tool, they first create a team of 1,000 to 10,000 people who actually looks at the data, human eyes looks at the data, and they correct it that, okay, this is not correct, this is correct. This is not correct, this is correct. And that is how the AI tool understands that, okay, what is the right thing and what is the wrong thing. And then after it collects all the data, it gives you back the correct information. Like many times, if you see, if we go to any Google tutorial, at the end of the tutorial, it says that was this information useful? Yes or no? Sometimes we just ignore it, but your yes or your no will make Google much better in giving back the information. And that is where, we are contributing first. Now, keeping up with changes. So human help AI adapt when things change in the world. Like during the COVID time, if we see, the roads were empty, everything was empty. Google was showing right result at that time. If you see many times, like, we are changing the way we change our use cases. The AI tools change accordingly, again, because of the information which is being given from our side. And now the biggest thing is garbage in, garbage out. We all use this word gigo nowadays a lot, when we are talking about gigo. But if you see, like normal person, if I ask you, how can I come to you? Like, I know Shivanaji, you are there. If I want to reach to you right now, I will ask you, how can I come to you? You can say, you just take a car. No, I need to ask you a better question. Okay. Like, where do you stay? Can you please share your address? And then I will come to you. Probably I will come to you directly. Okay. So that means the question which I ask, based on that, I get the answer. Like, very like a lot of time I'm talking to my team and I give this example that with AI tool, if you are working, it's like, a old story I had heard some time back, that someone was, praying God, and the God becomes happy and God comes to him that, okay, tell me, what do you want? मतलब आपको क्या चाहिए आप बताइए. And he says that, God, ऐसा होना चाहिए कि मेरे चारों तरफ कार ही cars होनी चाहिए, all cars around me. And God says तथास्तु, and he becomes a traffic havaldar. Okay. Now you understood that since he said, I want cars around me, God says Tathastu, and he becomes traffic wala. But what he should have asked is, God, मेरे चारों तरफ मेरी ही अपनी कार होनी चाहिए जिसमें मेरे ही drivers होने चाहिए. If you ask a proper question, and if in the AI says Tathastu, you will get the right answer. And that is how AI works. So one, we need to give more clean data to AI. And second, we need to ask more better questions. In general terms, they say prompt. We have to ask the right question to get right answer from AI. Okay, how AI is helping us now? Lot of things AI is doing. Lot more things, like, automating routine tasks. In our technology, like, I'm in this field from last 20 years now, and we always think that any work which is being done twice or thrice by you in a day should be done by computer. This line is something AI is being derived on. That don't do the common things again and again. If you have to do something again and again, please automate the routine tasks. I will give you a very classic example. Like every company is having a punch machine. They are punching the data in the incoming and outgoing data of team members. Okay, then they have a leave application system. Then they have a salary mechanism. Everything. If you ask me, like, for if you don't use a proper tools, proper system, the salaries for 100 people can take 2 to 3 days time. But if you automate the routine things with little bit of intelligence, it is 1 hour, not even 1 hour job after that. And that is where if you're doing something regularly, it should be done by AI. In my examples, like I will show you some live demo examples during this session, and that is where you will understand what I'm trying to actually explain in this particular thing. Now, enhancing decision making. So whenever we collect any information, any data for a long time, it gives us the curve, it gives us the graph, the chart, which helps us to take decisions. Similarly, AI is also doing. It is enhancing our decision making. So if you go back to AI and give it some data, it gives you way more comprehensive report very easily, which will help you in enhancing decision making. Okay. Now, improving healthcare. Healthcare is using AI in the most significant way. Okay. Like earlier, the X-rays which we used to see, doctors used to put it in the white light, and they will tell you that okay, there are some. Suppose it's a lung X-ray, there are some patches, and this can be the problem. Now AI is so advanced that they have collected like lakhs and lakhs of record. They have labeled those records, and now if you put an X-ray in a particular AI tool, it gives you that okay, this is the problem with you. Healthcare, I'm telling you, like my understanding is healthcare is the biggest industry where AI is being implemented. They are all using AI from long time, but now it is becoming way more better. With your simple blood report, if you just upload a blood report, it gives you the detail, that okay, what can be the challenges in your health in the body, and it gives you all the input. So again, we are providing some information to AI, and AI is coming back to us. Boosting safety. We all know recently we saw the biggest event of the Ramlala Prathistha, what was happening at Ayodhya. And if you read the paper one day before, they had put over 10,000 cameras over there for helping the security system. And those cameras are not just simple cameras who are taking, it's using only eyes, but they are capturing the faces, and they are also having the mechanism where they can match the faces. Is there any face which is doubtful, or which is a track record of some crime in past, and those were being also tracked together. So this is how, security and safety, like everywhere, AI is coming in the picture. And very soon, like in all our offices also, like it's a matter of time where we will actually remove uh, the punch machine, or the biometric device which works with our thumb or face also, because the CCTV cameras will automatically track everything, your in and out time without anything. So you need not do anything. You just get in, you are punched in, you are out, and it will log you out. So that is going to happen very soon. It's already like, started. Enriching education. Again, like there are a lot of tools available nowadays for students, especially uh, in enriching the education. So earlier, like we used to go to we used to read from books. The next generation came and they were all reading from Google. Now this generation will only read from AI, because AI gives them more precise. So for Google, you need to go and search 20 things. From those 20 things, you collect certain things, and then you make one of your, I will say a kind of article or an answer basically. But now the AI tool will give it to you very easily, the very precise, absolutely like, a crisp answer to the questions. And in education, again, like a lot of things are happening. Sometimes I feel little, or I will say a little negative things here, but I always thought that in education, these things should not have been introduced so early, because people might lose the the capability of hunting. They are not hunting anything, they are getting everything ready made. So probably When I was going on 10 different links on Google, probably I was reading 10 things and then I was making one part of that. But AI is going to reduce that. So sometime in education, I have this feeling that it should have been implemented little later on, but it's already there now. So we will use it again like electricity. Now, facilitating communication. It's very important. In one of my last slide, I will talk more about communication, that how can we make communication better. We all know that in our offices, we have team members who are like, they are very smart, very good, but they are not able to communicate good, especially in English, if you see. In the world of AI, now that problem is solved completely. I will show you the demo example later on. Enhancing entertainment, like when we are on any of the tool, any of like Amazon Prime, or we are on any OTT. Once I watch one particular video, if I'm watching something on humor, it will start recommending me all humor videos. If I'm seeing something related to thriller videos, it will start giving me recommendation for thriller videos. What is that? That is AI. I gave my suggestions or my inputs to the system, and the system is now giving me recommendation. In fact, recommendation engine is the first biggest use of AI, which is used by Amazon for on e-commerce side, which is used by all the OTT platforms. Many times, like Google AdWords was using it a lot. So, many times we go on any website, we search something on the website, and then we are going to any blog or any article or any website, we are seeing ad of that particular brand. So it follows you, like, how that the Vodafone used to show that ad, that the dog was following you everywhere. The Vodafone follows you everywhere. Similarly, the brand is following you on all the social media, all the websites, how it was being done. So the system understood that you have visited a particular site, like, probably Make My Trip. And now Make My Trip is everywhere. Wherever you are going, you are seeing the Make My Trip ad. How it is possible? It is basically, we say remarketing in our marketing term, but based on your data input, it is giving you back. Optimizing energy use. Nowadays, we all use sensor-based lights even in our houses, not just the public places. What is that? That we are sensing it, and then the lights get switched on and off automatically. It's a very small example. There are like 1,000 more examples of optimizing energy use. Advancing scientific research. Now the research is getting advanced very fast. So earlier we used to collate the data, to process the data, to bring the outcome. It was taking like probably months and years. But now with the use of AI, again, I will show you in my last example. I will show you a very small example, but that will cover this part also, that how AI gives back something like which you used to do in 4 hours or 8 hours. Probably it's giving you in around 30 seconds. So how 8 hours job got reduced to 30 seconds with the use of AI. And that is where the, how we can say how AI is helping us. Personal assistance. We all have used like probably Siri as our personal assistant. Like, so Siri, you just need to talk that, okay, Siri, please book my appointment for 9 a.m. and Siri will start and book the appointment. How this is happening? This is purely a AI, which is called as NLP, natural language processing. Okay, where I gave a command in voice, the voice got translated into text, the text got translated into action, and the action is being taken. And this is how the personal assistant system works. Again, personal assistance is one of the biggest use of AI. There are certain industries where the AI is evident and visible, and that is where in the personal assistance field, it is, very much there now. Now I come to, so when I asked Shivani ji that, who are the audience, and she told me that a lot of people are from finance market. So Shivani ji, that's why I covered this particular slide, especially for, most of the people who are there today, this morning. So I thought that let me just cover a few points, because this will also help you to understand two things: how government is working nowadays, how banks are operating, and how you should operate in your office. Some of the things we can also do in our office, by the way. So fraud detection and prevention. This is very, very important part. Earlier, the data used to be in like, the files, then it came to the computer files, and now it is going to the AI tool. So it's very easy to connect between the relation between people, relation between two transactions. It's so simple now that, you can very easily get uh, checked, with the system that, okay, this particular transaction seems to have some issues. Like GST department is one of the biggest example. One of my good friends, chartered accountant, he told me that nowadays if your GST amount goes little below a certain percentage from your last year, you get the email from GST department that why your transaction is low, why your GST input is low this year, and you need to give an explanation to them why it happened. Imagine, like, can you ever think that based on 1 year data, you will start getting the email notification or call from GST department? So that is fraud detection and prevention. Risk management, again, bankers are doing it. If we see CIBIL score, now CIBIL is what? CIBIL is actually, it collects data from various transactions, various data sources, and then it brings a score to you. Okay, CIBIL. Now, CIBIL also, earlier CIBIL was also struggling with many things, but now if you see, it's getting better and better. Like nowadays, like I think if you open your Google Pay and you say my CIBIL score, Google Pay gives you your CIBIL score in Google Pay app itself. How it's happening? It is being integrated with the system now, with the world. That okay, all credit card companies, all data comes to one place, and it can be done very easily. Personalized banking services, like this is fabulous. Like if you ask me again, banks are doing fantastic in India, not just by business but by enhancing. Like I know one of my favorite bank app was Kotak Bank app, because Kotak was so intuitive. It was giving everything what I think today. If I open the app, something is in front of me. Now they know that okay, you have some money in your account. They will show you certain things based on that. The investment ideas, the investment plan, everything comes based on your regular source of income. If they know that okay, you are making X rupees every month, they will give you the plan accordingly. Again, personalized banking service is fabulous. Like, and not just this, like the credit card upgrade comes from your spending nature, where you are spending, on which brands you are spending. Based on that, now they are making it personalized for you. Again, this is fabulous. Credit scoring, I have already covered. Operational efficiency. Now, a very classic example is like, so if you ask me, like, I have not visited my bank in last 5 years, probably, or 6 years. Never, I don't have to go to my bank. I never met any person, but the banking is going smooth. How? Because of the operational efficiency. Everything is in the power is in our hands. We are using it. And now AI is making it more better and better by giving the personalized experience. So you don't have to go to anyone. The things are coming back to you very easily. Now, in the trade market, the share market, algorithmic trading is one of the best example of AI. How AI functions, how you put certain limits for sell or for buy, how you put certain limit to trade, and the algorithm starts working on that system. So earlier, I remember my friends used to keep a team of 100 people, 200 people doing the trade. On that particular second, they had to hit the button. But now they have moved to algorithmic trading, that the algorithm is going to trade rather than a human. Of course, in this also I have certain, like, it's not always correct what I have seen, but it is in AI, in data science. One thing I will share with you, that anything which goes 80% above is good accuracy, and if anything goes 90% above, it's excellent. So 90% accuracy in any AI operation is considered as excellent, by the way. They never say that we are 100%, and they will never be able to say we are 100%. Like if we see the cars, the driverless cars, in India, I know it is still a very long way to go, and our policies are saying we will not go ahead. But if you see in US and where they have started the operations, it's doing fantastic. But yeah, still they need some control from human, even if the AI is driving the car. And that is where the human brain comes in the picture. And that's why I always say human will remain. It's not that AI will replace human. It will just complement our capabilities, not replacing ourselves. Okay, compliance and regulatory reporting. Again, as I mentioned above, a lot of things are happening in that compliance part. Recently, I can't take the name, but recently we worked with a bank for their KYC, for their KYC detection. So they had collected like 4 lakh or 5 lakh, 4 lakh and some above forms, KYC forms, and they just wanted to do one check. The new forms which have come as KYC, can you compare that with the old data and see whether the human is same? the photograph collected is same or not, whether the information we have received, the address has changed or not from the previous address. Okay, and they had done it's a human form filling was being done. Okay, and they had some digital forms also. Now to check 4 lakh forms is not an easy job for a human, but probably we did this job. We wrote some bots for that. We wrote some AI script for that, and it was done pretty quick, like not even a month's time, if you ask me, for doing that. And that also, like we had to collect a lot of information from them, and then we gave back the output. Similar example I will give you. Like we so one of the organization, I will say, I don't want to take the name today, but they had like 2.5 crore members in the organization, 2.5 cr members, and the members were uploading their photographs and they were making the ID cards. And someone was, for just making fun of the organization, someone uploaded a photo of a monkey, and the monkey photo came on the ID card, and then they were like on alert that okay, this is going to create a big problem on social media if someone uploads those kind of cards. And then they came to us, and we processed 2.5 crore images with AI, where we identified that it's a human face or not. First check whether it's a male or female. Second check whether there are multiple faces, more than one faces in a photograph. And we processed 2.5 crore images in probably a month's time or 1.5 months time. Now, for a human to check 2.5 crore images and then tag the image with the capabilities is not possible, but with AI, it is getting possible. So this is the how the compliance and regulatory reporting works. And the last one, which is very important, is market analysis and forecasting. Again, like it's very important that we collect the data and we forecast. If you see in the morning when 8 o'clock, when the market analysis starts, and the 9 o'clock the share market starts, if you see, all the expert comes and they talk about data and number, and they do some forecasting. Sometimes it goes right, sometimes it goes wrong, but how they are doing forecasting on the based on data. And now with AI, this analysis is becoming way more easier, way more better, because it collates information, it processes itself. No need to process with human brain. And this is how it is helping the financial market. There are a lot of things which you can do in your office also. Like recently, we are working with a chartered accountant who is handling the portfolio management system. Now he has more than 200 clients who are like who are trading big money, by the way. And he is now frustrated that every month the report comes. Sometimes they are sending the transaction report, sometimes they are not sending, okay, transaction report. So first need to check that whether they have sent us the transaction report or not. Second, the transaction report needs to enter in the system, the accounting system. Everything for that, they were using humans. Now we are automating that process. And very soon we will make sure that they just get the email and everything is being done by receiving the email. That's all. No human intervention from reading the transaction data, putting it in our system, and doing some more actions on that. That is called as AI. So everywhere where you bring 4 or 5 things together, operations, and you make sure that you are doing it from the script, from the bots, from the computer, that is called as AI. Now, Shani, how much time I have? Can you just tell me? I think Q&A we will take for 15 minutes. So I have 5 to 7 minutes more, right?
Yeah, you
Okay.
can go ahead. If your content is there, you can go ahead, and we can extend a little bit. No problem.
Oh, okay. I will try not to, but yeah, I will try to make it fast. The topic is so huge.
Yeah.
If you ask me, like I'm already cutting short on
Yeah.
everything. Okay. Yeah, I will try my best that I should not overshoot. That's not good. Okay. So how to streamline data? Now, as I said, that the whole AI works on data, and it is very important that the data, we streamline our data, whether it's our office, whether it's our phone, wherever we are, we should streamline our data first. And based on streamlining the data, the AI will work. So data cleaning and one was that. And now second is how AI is helping us to streamline our data. Okay. So now I'm going to give you some classic example that how AI helps you to clean your own data. Everyone works like, you must, so those who are chartered accountant, they must be getting data from client in some ways. Okay. And now they are putting it in Tally or QuickBook or any of the other software. Those who are in medical also, they are getting data from patients and everywhere. So if you use the tools they will help you to streamline your data in the right way. So first is data cleaning and pre-processing. We all have heard about Chat GPT. I will give you some example of Chat GPT, okay? And you will be able to see how we streamline the data. So there you put the data in, it corrects your data. The typos will go, the data will come in the right format, the dates will come in the right format, the time will come in the right format automatically. So earlier what we used to do is we go open the Excel, sometime हम manual data entry करते हैं, sometime we use the formatting system and we use the format data. Here nothing is needed. You just upload the file, download the file, the things are being done, and it's not for one or two record, 100 record. It can be done for 10 lakh records in one shot. That's the beauty of AI. So again, the routine work which humans are doing is being done by the AI. Data validation, it can assist in identifying anomalies or outliers in your data. I will show you the example how AI detects where is the problem. If someone's age in some data, if the age is being kept as 1,000 years, a human age 1,000 year, AI will definitely highlight this automatically. That okay, out of these 2 million people, there are 3 people where the age seems to be problem because age is over 200, about 200, something like that. So it gives you the validation also. Analysis, summary, and insight report. I think this I will show you in my example how it beautifully it creates the the summary report, the graph and chart report it shows you. Okay, so again, to if we tell someone in our team member to create a graph from something, they will take probably half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours to collate the data and show the graph. It will show you in 1 minute now. I will show you the example and reporting and visualization. Again, we put the data. If we want to make one report, we need to use some macros, or we used to need, use lot of Excel based or Google Sheet based add-ons to create some reports. Here you get the report very easily. It's more like it's हम बचपन में कहते थे कि एक जिन होता है जिसको आप पूछो कि आप कमांड दो and he your wish is my command, like that. Similarly, AI works in data. And again, I'm telling you, this will change the game. This will change the game for all industries, not just financial market, but every industry. Wherever we are using something, we will start using these tools very, like, we have to use this tool to go ahead. If you ask me, it's a compulsion now, not just a choice or not just that, okay, we will do it if needed. No, it is needed now. I will show you the example. Now, improve communication. Very important for communicating with people, communicating with anyone is very important. We all know, okay? And how we are using now the chat tools. I will show you two classic examples in that. One is about the email writing. One is about, I will show you how we can write a poem using AI. Okay, poem where the emotions are there, where the words are very different compared to a normal email. But that also I will show you how you can use this to to impress anyone in the world. Communication is the first thing from where we get impressed, right? And that is where the AI is now playing a big role. So enhancing your writing communication, proofreading, editing, tone analysis. When you are writing an email to someone, like probably you're giving a feedback to your team member, the tone is very important. If your tone is little bit here or there, he might resign tomorrow morning. Nowadays, this is we all know we all are facing this challenge. So how can we tone down, or how can we? Or sometimes you need to be really, your tone needs to be really little strong. So AI is so good that you just need to say that please tone down or please tone up, and it will show you this. I will show you that also in one of the examples. Now, effective messaging, drafting clear message, translation and localization. Amazing. The same email, if you're writing and you say that, okay, this is for a US client, it will give you a different tone, different language. If you say I'm writing to a UK client, they are more formal. It will give you more formal language. Again, superb localization, improving presentation skills. So nowadays, like there are tools from where you can actually create PPTs. You just tell the problem statements and it will give you even the PPT. There are some slides.ai, slidesai.io, such kind of tools are available, which will help us to uh, make the quick presentation. Now, visual aid assistance, as I said, that you can actually create images. Whatever is in your brain, just type it down and you will get the image from that, the images. So that is very like it's sometimes I feel, it's becoming so good for people who want to do something. And of course, it's a challenge. So if you see, AI hit the biggest industry which got hit from AI was the copywriter industry, who was writing blogs and articles and all. This industry got the biggest hit because of the AI skills. In fact, like in the US, they have done some legal issues are also happening, that they are against this particular AI revolution, because it's a job crisis for them now. Okay, email and correspondence. You can actually create email template very easily. The email. So suppose if you want to send some greetings, you want to send something to your clients. If you want to say Happy Republic Day, you just go to AI and say that, okay, I need an email template for that. It will give you the template, the whole template, which you can copy and you can send it back. Feedback and evaluation. Very important that you collect the feedback information via your communication. Again, feedback is something, as I said, that it's very important to take. Now, AI is making it better because it is not just feedback, it is more of analysis on feedback. Like I will tell you, we are working with one of the client. I'm giving you some live examples which we are working. There's a reason behind that, because then what I'm saying, it gives more support to that word. So we are working with NLP, okay, natural language processing, for a US company, where they are providing the a software, the call center software, to all the big automobile companies. So whatever call they get on the call center, we transcript that particular call to normal text. So that is natural language processing. And then we do the analysis on the text, which is called a sentiment analysis. And from sentiment analysis, we score the particular call, that, okay, the customer was happy, how much happy he was based on the keywords he are using. If he is using abusive language, that means he was absolutely unhappy. If he is saying, fantastic, excellent, those kind of words, then we say that, okay, he was in a good mood. And in fact, we are helping the sales team by saying that, okay, the buying chances of this customer is 90%. He might buy this car because he is asking more questions. He's going on in detail. Normally, whenever we are buying something, if we don't like something, we finish the call in probably 2 or 3 minutes. But if we like something, we ask more details about the car, about any product what we are buying. And based on that conversation, we score the call. And based on that score, the calling team, the follow-up team, do the follow-up on the customer. If the buying percentage is less than 30%, they can actually ignore or skip that person. That let's not waste our time on that customer, because he's not going to buy as such. And that is again AI, where we are just from the phone call, we are bringing the whole system. We are bringing the metrics in place, that, okay, who is a prospect customer, who is not a prospect customer. And that is helping the team to save time. Again, that's AI, to save time. Before we go to Q&A, I want to give you some demo, and then we will go to Q&A. Okay.
Hello.
Yep.
Sir, as we
Yep.
are listening for artificial intelligence, as you are
Mm-hmm.
of the mail, as the voice tone and all. So can you share how we can improve, how we can apply?
Yep,
The main thing
definitely.
is the theoretical knowledge we are listening since as the each and every CA conference is giving a lecture as a discourse as a lecture, but
Mm-hmm.
as a professionally it's very difficult after spending in lakhs for learning and all. I couldn't apply in real life and practical life.
Absolutely. And I do understand. Sorry, my screen, I can't see your name, so I don't know. Sorry, but you are absolutely correct. And that's why I said that I have given you some briefing, but now I will give you the demo, how you will actually apply this to your business. Any business, basically, not just your business, but any business. So I'm just giving you the demo. Probably this will help you. And if not, then we will talk again, like after this demo. And then you can ask me more questions, and I will definitely try my best to give you
As
those
as
answers.
as you are the chat GPT, you are just I just seen in the your whatever skin you just share with us. In it shows the logging
Yeah.
of the chat GPT. Even I downloaded
Mm-hmm.
chat GPT in my mobile. But whenever we just take
Mm-hmm.
the service of the chat GPT, before just as
Mm-hmm.
a agree that agreement of the terms, the chat GPT telling we are sharing information with us, but these are correct or not. We are not taking risk of all the time. So what is the meaning of the
Correct.
using chat GPTs on that situation?
Absolutely. Your question is correct. And that's why when I was giving this description, I said that in the world of AI, it is not 100%. Okay. Like we go to a doctor and we say that, you are going to do my surgery. Can you write on a paper that I will not die during the surgery? Even after 200 of surgery, is any doctor writing that, okay, he takes the responsibility that you will not die on the operation table?
So these are the
My
exceptions
question to you,
case.
no,
Sir,
that's
these
what
are
I'm
the
telling you.
exceptions case. I
Yeah.
understand, but as a ICI is not understand that thing, it's a very intolerable from that part, sir.
No, that's what I'm telling you, because they know that the accuracy is 90 plus percentage and not 100%. Okay, that's why they give this disclaimer that this disclaimer does not mean that they are not helping you or it is not helpful for you. The disclaimer is just to safeguard themselves. If tomorrow AI gives you some output, okay, and which is not, and you applied that output and something went wrong, you can go and sue them, right? In India, we don't go to law court very easily, but in US, you can go to the court easily and they will get the decision also probably in 2 weeks' time. So that's why they gave this disclaimer. The disclaimer is very clear. Like as I gave you the analogy of doctors, doctor give the disclaimer. He is there to safeguard your life, but still he is not writing this on paper, right? He says that okay, there are chances. That's why they take undertaking from you. They don't give the undertaking right away. In the same way, AI works. AI knows that they will give you the best, but they just give the disclaimer. So don't worry about the disclaimer. Whatever output is coming to you, of course, you need to validate that output from your eyes also once before you actually use it. And that's why it gives you a disclaimer. I will give you a very small example. Give me 2 more minutes and I will show you an Excel sheet. I will upload an Excel sheet with some data. Okay. And then you will see how it is helping the data to get streamlined in 1 minute. Just check this demo and probably it will give you better insights about how Chat GPT works. Yeah. Shall I go ahead?
Yes, sir.
Please.
Yes, sir, please.
Yeah. Okay. So I have shared my full screen so you guys can see actually what's happening. Now, I just open a petty cache report. Okay. Not this one. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. I will download one file. Okay. And I will show you two examples now. One of a file and second. Give me a second. Yeah. Oh, I think I stopped the screen.
Yeah, please reshare.
Yep. 1 second. So I will show you how we are writing. We are like, there's a company or any office which is, uh, you know, which is having the petty cache data, okay, in there. Okay, 1 second, let me just share my screen. That will be better. Just let me know when you can see my screen.
Yeah, it's visible, sir.
Yeah, if you see, this is a very classic example of any company, any small or mid-level company who are, collecting their data that, okay, how much money they have given to their accountant and where all they have spent the money, okay, on various different things. So I will do one thing. I will download this file now. Okay. I go to Chat GPT. I have uploaded the file to Chat GPT. Okay, this is Chat GPT 4.0, which is the advanced version. Which is a paid version also, but you can do many things on 3.5. I'm just giving you some better examples. So now I have uploaded a very simple petty cache example where if you see the sheet, it's on month basis. So it's from October 22. Last 6 months petty cache expenses have been added here. Okay. Now, today, if I want to take a report from my accounts or anyone, I need to tell them and they will collate the data. So now I am writing into Chat GPT. I have shared the petty cash expense Excel file having 6 sheets for last 6 months data. Can you please analyze the data and share your response? Very simple. Okay. So I just shared the sheet and I asked them to analyze the data. I have not asked much things right now, and I will show you how it works with context. Okay. So see, first it read the sheet and now it is saying that, okay, now I will show you more about that. So I will tell you why it is not giving me the right results now. And that is the power. I will show you the power why it is not showing me right results. So it is telling me that the columns are not proper. It appears that the columns likely represent the date of the transaction. Why? Because in my sheet, the actual data starts from row number 15. The above data is not to be considered in my report. So now I will tell AI, I said, please consider data from row number 15. So now see how it functions now. And this works with context. I don't have to upload the file again. Now it knows that, okay, we are working with one particular context, and that's how the whole system works. It goes with the context and it will now start analyzing. Look, it's showing me that the data is now being cleaned. There seems to be some issue with the date and amount columns. The dates are not correct formatted. They are showing as timestamps. Amount is also not proper. Okay, now it is giving, this is how it talks to you. It gives you what are the challenges in your data. Again, like with human eyes, if we want to do, we need to check each and every single row. But now it has corrected the columns. See what it's showing, that I have corrected the data. Now I'm giving you the further things. And see how beautifully it tells you that I have done this. Now I have done this. And I will show the last result when I will ask more question on this file. It's giving me continuously the errors. And that's why, I purposely kept this example that Shivani, it's readable, na? Like you can read the screen, right? What is showing me.
Yes, sir, readable.
Yeah. One second. I will make it a little fast now. It's taking some time to correct the things. That's why I will just give a different command now. Can you please check data from row number 15 for all the 6 sheets for 6 months and share an Excel back with consolidated data for each type of expense on monthly basis. So now I ask that, can you consolidate the data for me for 6 months and make a report out of this? So the structure will be used to clean and consolidate data. Again, it is cleaning the data. So probably somewhere we have not put in the amount in the right way. Somewhere the amount is having comma or not comma, something like that. Can you see now? It is giving me a sheet. I'm opening the sheet now. No, this is not the right prompt. So that's why it is giving me all in one row.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yeah, please.
Sir, this is Murali Krishna. I'm a chartered accountant. Sir, IT return filing, then how AI will impact?
IT return filing, for IT return filing, what we do generally is like you take the tele data, right, from business people.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The
Yeah,
business
just
people
give
will
it.
provide their information, total income, expenditure, and all these things they will provide. As per the information, IT Act, Income Tax Act, what is the disallowable, what is the allowable expenditure, basing on that, a return will be filed.
Correct.
Then how it will impact?
So the data, the way you are processing the data today, like I send you the data, right? So how you get the data from your client? You get the tele data, you get some Excel data. How you get the data today?
Maybe Excel.
Excel, right? So in that particular Excel data, what you are getting. So now everything needs to be checked first, right? You have to check the data first. Am I correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That checking is not to be done by humans anymore. The checking of data, whether the data which has come is in the right format or not, correct or not, that is very important. So that can be done very easily from this data. You see my screen now, you will understand what I am saying. Can you see my screen now?
Yeah.
So I had given 6 different sheets. It has based on the expense ledger, the type of ledger expense. Even you get the ledger expense, right? That okay, the expense ledger is needed where you have spent the money. Now I can see it has done the row wise, like the description wise and month wise report has been given to me like this. So if you ask someone to do this, they of course they need to do the data collate, and then they will either they will use something to collate the data or some work needs to be done. But if you see here, you just uploaded one sheet and it gave you back the sheet with the correct data in this way. Now also I will say, is there any abnormality you have identified? As I said that, in this data, just see. So it will give you abnormalities that, okay, this figure can be wrong. Somewhere that the client's product value is probably 1,000 rupees and he has done somewhere some entry of 10 lakh rupee or crore. So it will give you the abnormality, that okay, there seems to be some abnormality somewhere.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah, this is where. And the third thing is, as you said correctly, that the data which comes in Excel, you make, so if you go to Chat GPT, it will give you one of the data side, but like you can actually write bots, you can write scripts which will convert data from their Excel to straight forward to your Tele. Nowadays in Tele also we do programming, by the way. You must have done some TDL files or something. So you read the Excel and you put the ledger in the right way. Even that can be done. So if you see here, if you see this specifically the month of March, the expense value, the large influence, the maximum expense value is 63,239, which is significantly higher than any other month. If I go to the sheet, purposely to give this demo, okay, we had done some changes in the month of March, okay, and we said that, okay, let us add one value wrong in this sheet. If you see this conveyance expense, yeah, it was done 60,000. It was actually 600. So I made it 60,000 just for demo purpose. And if you see, AI has given us straightforward that there's some problem in this month in expenses. It is way significantly high compared to the other months. Now, if for the human to do this, it will take, you can see like checking 6 different sheets, checking hundreds of ledger, and then give this value, how much time it will take. And if you see in AI, it gives you instantly that, okay, there's some problem with the month of March. I can even ask, can you give more precise info? Let us see if it gives or not, because this is how it functions. It will analyze and it will tell you that, okay, this particular category is also behaving weird. So then you know very precise information. And again, what I'm asking, it is giving me back. Look, in the first example, I didn't put the row number 15 purposely. It gives me that there is an error in the file structure. Then it normalized the data. And now it gives me that, okay, this is a consolidated report which I show you. I can also say that, okay, give me the total at the end of the sheet, and it will give me the total also, by the way. Look, now it has started giving me every month, where now if you see the month of October, okay, the value is high for probably the courier expense is very high in October. Probably it might be some related to some Diwali or some festival. We don't know. Something like this can come up. There's something which is high expense in various ledgers it's showing us. And this is how it helps us. So as you said that how it will help you, the data which comes to you, you normalize the data, you analyze the data, and then you put to the Tele. The work for our Tele executive will reduce significantly from this. Was I able to give the answer?
Sir, one more. Sir, one
Yeah.
more
Yeah, go
point.
ahead.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Sir, in a banks for funding, either MSME or a corporate, they are taking so much of turnaround time. Means suppose if you are a company, you are giving an application for processing the application, they are taking minimum 40 days, 60 days sometimes. So that can be reduced, sir. That means here for processing, the company balance sheets will be analyzed and the promoters' data will be analyzed, and the defaulters list with RBI and other government agencies will be analyzed. So different
Yes.
tools they are using. So that
Right.
can be minimized with AI technology.
Yes, 100%. Like I'm telling you, it is 100%. It will get, done. I don't know how many of you have opened the account on Zerodha, like the trading account. Zerodha is an app which is it was the app which was the biggest, like the fastest valuation of 1 billion reached by Zerodha in India, Indian industry. If you see, just to create a Demat account, you just need to upload the documents, and your account is created. Exactly on that basis, the banks are now working. So banks are really working hard. They are really putting money on AI to process things faster. Like even if you upload your 3 years of return, now very easily it can come and tell you back that, okay, these 3 years of returns stand here. And from taking your PAN card, your Aadhaar card, it can connect to 6 different systems and it can pull the data. So they are already working on this. The time of 40 days will definitely get reduced to probably 4 days by next year, if you ask me, because they are implementing these changes. And as the ma'am asked the question, that why they are not very precise, why they always give the disclaimer. Exactly for that reason, right now they are in a phase where they are analyzing the data. Once their analysis is done, they will come on implementation where you will see the impact. We will not see the impact immediately. We will see the impact probably in 6 to 12 months time when they will start processing all the information. Like I gave you the example that the portfolio management service, you have 200 clients. They are using 200 different bankers. Like someone is using Motilal Oswal, someone is using India Infoline. To collect that data and put in Tally, you need humans today who are actually seeing the data. They are putting it into Excel, then the Excel to the Tally. That's what we are doing. We are actually writing bots. We are writing scripts, AI bots, which we say, which will understand that, okay, this is the India Infoline trading report. Consider this data as this data and put in the Tally system directly. We are working on this already for a chartered accountancy firm. Similarly, the banks are also working in this. So definitely it will reduce. You see the processing time, like the KYC time is now almost zero. There is no KYC time. It checks your photo, it checks all the KYC for zero. They do the KYC in the mobile app itself. The Demat account opens in probably less than a minute, by the way. Less than a minute. Your Demat account is open because they do every check on KYC here. That's what banks will also do very soon. They are already doing it, by the way. We are not seeing it because they're in the analysis phase. They want to make sure that they are over 90-95% accuracy is there. And then they will launch these kind of things.
Sir, I
Yeah.
opened
Thank you, sir.
my Zerodha account in 20, and that time, this was what you said. It's already there, and
Yep.
it's all through the UIDAI site. They
Mhm.
they do that eKYC, and within
Correct.
15 minutes you open your account and you are able to trade with that.
Correct. No, that's the beauty. That's all how, because your documents were scanned, identified. You go to DigiLocker, they connect with your DigiLocker account. If you see from there, they take your PAN card, they take your Aadhaar card, everything from there, and they don't have to do a analysis more because it is already being analyzed by some other agency, and they trust that agency on giving you the access, quick access. This is how the system works. That's what I'm saying. Nowadays, like all systems are integrated, and that's how the AI is possible. Otherwise, AI is not possible if you don't have all the data. And that's what they are doing. So definitely very soon you will see this, like in your accounting business also, you will see that banks are moving faster. You have to move fast to give the data. And this is already happening, by the way. You never know that sometime, the returns, what needs to be filed will come. So you can also do today, but you can file the returns based on the AI outcome very easily if you don't want to change much things in the data. But I know there are changes which are applied in the data based on certain criteria. But if you don't want to do that human mind, you can actually bring the output very easily for filing the return. Okay, I will show you a good example now about communication. Okay, I know it's already 8:10. I will show you communication now. A very common problem. Like all my friends, they know that they are asking collection of payment. That's a industry problem, and each industry is having that problem. Now you have to write an email. So give me an email where my client is not paying from last 6 months.
Deepak,
And yeah, please.
I think people are enjoying. Even if we go up to 8:30, we don't mind if you have time. If you have the time.
Thank you,
Please.
Yoshbhai. Good to see you. Yeah.
Thank you. No, today I was late because of my cold. Sorry for that.
Nah, no worries. So give me an email where my client is not paying from last 6 months, and I have done follow up on this multiple time. Okay, I'm just keeping it simple for now. Just see the email. Like, today your accountant, we all know how accountants, executives work in our industries, right? It's like probably all the bosses are sitting and drafting this email so far, but now it is not needed. what ma'am was asking, remember to tailor this template to your specific situation, because I'm not given big situation. So it has like, subject urgent outstanding payment for services rendered. I hope this message find you well. I'm writing to address a matter of urgent concern regarding the outstanding payment for services rendered to a company despite us. Oh, it's too long. No one will read, right? Can you make this short? See, the same email, the same thing, I'm writing to remind you of the overdue payment of our services rendered as per agreement dated. Despite multiple reminders, this payment has been outstanding for 6 months. Please process this payment by contact us immediately if there are any issues. See this email. The first email was a big email. No one will read this much, right? So then I asked it, this. Can you make this little more polite? Look at the subject line change. It's so amazing, all the three times, if you look at the subject line, okay, just check the subject line and you will understand what I'm saying. Our urgent outstanding payment for services rendered. When I asked to make it short, it says immediate action required, overdue payment. I said, make it little more polite, kind reminder. Look at the kind word coming here. And this is the beauty. So if we know that we are talking to a big brand, let's send a polite reminder. If we know that we are talking to someone who is not giving us the money from a long time, I can ask, can you tone up, tone down? Can you make it short? I can give some more context, There was some issue with our service also. Okay. Please consider that also. Now I'm playing with this. Okay. Look, there were some concerns regarding our service, and I want to assure you that we are committed to resolving any issue to your satisfaction. This is the beauty again. It takes you, the communication is next level in this, by the way. And I'm giving you this example because this is like day-to-day example of everyone in every business. That's why I'm giving you this. You can make it as better as you want. Like, in fact, like I suggest everyone. So I'm using ChatGPT 4.0 here. If you see, I can go to 3.5 and I can do this. This work can be done on 3.5 also. You just standardize your templates, give it to your accountant, make a template, and for various reasons, now you want to collect a document from a client. How many reminders you have to send them? So reminder 1 template, reminder 2 template, reminder 3 template, you are done. Now your accountant will do the job. You don't have to, or your executive will do the job. You don't have to sit and do this job anymore because this is being done by ChatGPT for you. Like I've seen, one of the clients replied back with some weird scenario of that why he was not able to make the payment. The accountant came to me. She said, sir, now what to reply? The reason is genuine, but I can't say okay. I said, just copy that email to ChatGPT and ChatGPT will give you the reply. It gave the amazing reply, by the way. This is what happens. You just put the chat. In fact, I will tell you one more thing, that right now when I'm talking to you guys, we could have, like Shivani, you could have done one thing. You could have activated the plugin where the whole talk will get it will transcript into English. Put that transcript in ChatGPT and say, can you make pointers out of this? And it will give you the pointers. So the
Yeah,
meeting
it's
minutes,
working.
the MOM. Yeah.
Sir,
So
sir,
yeah, please.
kind. Because nowadays for children studying the IIT course, some other courses, they are giving so much of pressure for them from 6th class to intermediate onwards. Whether AI
Right.
will help them, will understand better with a little span of time, and to get the knowledge levels, improved knowledge levels, and how AI will be helpful for this kind of study in future. You are getting my point?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, I got your point. So, as I said that AI is helping in education. So today they are reading thousands and thousands of lines for getting those 4 pointers, right? Which are the 4 key points in those 100 lines. Example.
Yes, sir.
There are tools available. So suppose like I know my son, he also reads nowadays from YouTube. Sorry to say, but he says that YouTube is a better teacher than actual teacher. That's what he says. I don't agree always, but yeah. But this is what happens. So what we can do, we can use that AI tool. Okay, even ChatGPT gives this. You put your YouTube link here. It gives you the transcript of that YouTube whole speech. Take that transcript and put again in ChatGPT and give me the key pointers out of this clip. It will give you, and you are done. So rather than seeing the video for 1 hour probably, and you just need pointers, you can actually extract the pointers in 2 minutes from that video. I'm talking about video, not text. So from video also, you can take out the pointers very easily in this. And that's again, that's because of the power of AI. We are able to do that. In education, a lot of things are happening. Like, they need to, there's a problem statement which he's solving, but he's not able to solve, like a mathematics problem that, 2x plus 2y is equal to x square plus y square, something like that. If he just takes that problem statement and he puts in ChatGPT, it will give the answer. Now, as I told in the beginning, the fear is that they should not overuse it. Otherwise, they will not use their brain. If any problem which comes little different, they might stumble at that time. And that's why we should use it as an enabler, not as a service, solution tool. Students should not use it as a solution tool. Otherwise, they will not do the effort. They will just go to the...
And how the AI will be useful in research, PhD programs, how it will be useful?
Yeah, so as I tell in the beginning, that researchers are using AI again the most. The data so what researcher does, any research who is being doing, he actually goes and he collects the information. He collects the data, right? Okay. And they collect the data and then they process the data. Okay. They collect the data, they process the data, and then they come to a conclusion. Now, this processing can be done very fast. So if suppose they are reading 100 books, what I will do if I am a researcher, okay, I will take snapshot of those 100 books pages. I will give the ChatGPT. ChatGPT will give me the transcript. I will collate the transcript and I will give it back, give me the pointers. Again, it will give you the most important points from that transcript. So what happened? I have to read 100 pages of book to come out of this. So again, researchers will use the same what students are doing, but of course they will apply in a different way. They know that, okay, I need to know the context also, why someone is saying this statement. So probably, and it can go to the line number. Okay, give me the line number from where you pick this point. It will give you the line number of that particular point, by the way. And you are sorted. You know that, okay, I don't have to read 100 lines to reach to that particular line. I will reach because of ChatGPT is giving me that answer.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
And one more thing, before, like, I'm giving you the ChatGPT, the ChatGPT gives one more disclaimer. Ma'am, what you had asked the question, it gives a disclaimer that this is based on the data till 2022. Yeah. Okay. Now they are upgrading to 2023. But like any other tool, the day is not very far where they will say that, okay, this is done till midnight yesterday. Okay, it will come. So it is because they collect large data and then they process the data to reach to this conclusion what we are seeing today. So if anything has changed in last year, it will not cover that particular point today. It will very easily say that, okay, so suppose if I ask any question, give me top news from yesterday for India, Mumbai. Okay. Look what it's showing me, doing research on Bing. Bing is a search engine, by the way. So it processes the data right now here. Okay. Look.
Sir,
how this
today the online fraudulity can be avoided. We recently also, by using our mobile number, the money was hacked from the bank. But they say that it cannot. Call back to the same number who have dialed us and collected the details. If we call, that will go unknown place and it will tell that number itself does not exist. See, this is a big thing which is going on today. However, your security, all the locks also, it has not been possible to find the frauds? Is it any way through this? Thank you, sir.
So, yeah. So, already, if you see, the frauds are happening more. But one more thing is happening, that even the people who are doing fraud, now the law is reaching them to faster compared to any other era, if you see. And that is where, so the problem is one thing is, how can we prevent with AI? That is your first question, that how can we prevent that the fraud does not happen? Second is, if the fraud happens, how can AI help to recover the things faster? Whatever whatever kind of fraud is being done. So if you see, how can we avoid is, of course, every day we are getting the message that don't share OTP with anyone, don't click on any of the links, what is being shared with you, unknown links, don't click. But people are clicking. So if you ask me, there is no way that I can stop a person to click a link. But yes, one thing we can do. One thing we can do is, like, I don't know, but many of us have Truecaller in our phone, by the way. So if you go to Truecaller, it shows many times that it's a spam call or fraud call, right? Because people have given input. So if something went wrong with you, you need to give it back to the world that, okay, this number is fraud number, and then it will start helping you. So many times my phone, when it rings, it shows me that it's a fraud number automatically. Or be cautious, the message comes from Truecaller. I don't know whether you are using Truecaller, but Truecaller gives some kind of, alert message that this can be a fraud call, something like that. Similarly, when you are clicking on any unknown link, if you see, the links are they made it very precise. They will write Amazon, but with an extra E, or they will remove O. So your eyes read Amazon, but it is not actually Amazon. But people need to be more careful when they click on the link. AI cannot stop your clicking, by the way. It can hint you, but it cannot stop. And as soon as such link comes, the government itself, they are now working on a kind of, a firewall system where these links will get blocked from there itself. The internet service provider will block these links. But someone needs to, complain it. Someone needs to say that this was a fraud link. That mechanism is still not very accurate. And that's why these things are happening. But again, like in our offices, we have firewall systems. So we block certain websites which you cannot open. Similarly, government can definitely apply these algorithms faster. That, okay, these kind of things, when it comes, you block the domain itself. So people cannot click on the link. Even if they click the link, the site will not open. So they can do this part.
Sir, can I add here something?
Yeah, please.
Yeah. So myself, Jatin Grover. First of all, sir, thank you for such an amazing webinar and lot of new information to take here. Very knowledgeable session. So learn a lot of new things.
Thank you.
So thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Just to the point, the question asked. Yesterday, I was watching a pitch on Shark Tank. So some company has come with AI Kavach. So they are running some algorithm in the background. If you have subscribed to that particular software and you have installed that software in your phone, maybe you can eliminate the risk of fraud by good margin actually. So now people are coming with some AI technologies also, AI softwares also to eliminate such kind of frauds. Obviously, it cannot be eliminated 100%, but yes, such things are coming that even if by mistake we are clicking some fraudulent link, they might not get open and we get a warning also. Maybe we get a foolproof system down the line also. So I just thought to share it with.
Right. No, absolutely. When I was in US last year, I saw one app, by the way. I'm giving you a little different example, what you just said, but so in US there are, like, so we use Google Map here. They use a different app called as Waze. Okay. They are using this app because this app gives you a lot of information about things which are going to happen after 2 kilometers. So if there's a car parked in the wrong lane, on the left side, we know on Mumbai-Pune highway, there are a lot of accidents because of people are parking the car on the last lane and doing something, and the car bangs from backside. So what they are doing, they show you that, okay, at this distance, a police car is standing, so slow down. At that distance, there's a car standing in the last lane, don't use the last lane. So I was very curious, that how such precise information comes within a minute to me, because people are giving the data. So the people who are using Waze, the guy who crossed the police car, he updates the system, police car. So it picks the system and it alerts all the people who are traveling from 1 kilometer to 10-kilometer distance on the same road, that there's a police cab is standing over there. Similarly, what you said about this app, This app will only function if people give back that, okay, this link is a fraud link, this number is a fraud number, this domain is the wrong domain, or this subject is the wrong subject. If people give this back, then this coverage will work. So again, giving first and then getting back. Someone needs to go and say
Absolutely.
that, okay, this link is a fraud link, and then it will work. Yeah. Any more question on this? Otherwise, I will show you a little different use case now. Okay.
Sir,
Your
one
demo
thing.
was very useful.
And one more thing, sir,
Yep.
just a small
Yeah,
question.
please.
It was being discussed that whatever we are discussing in our bedroom or in our home, it is being assessed
Hmm.
by, अगर हम फोन के आसपास भी बोल रहे हैं तो वो immediately
Absolutely. It
हाँ
goes.
such prompts are coming. So
Hmm.
anyway we can, मतलब नेट भी बंद कर दें मेरे ख्याल से तब भी उनके पास वो इन्फॉर्मेशन जा रही है. कुछ ऐसा कर सकते हैं कि जहाँ पे
Correct.
हमें हर समय ही करा जा रहा है ट्रैक, या is there is something we can do so that we are not getting tracked all the time?
Uh, Look, so I use iPhone. So iPhone, there's Siri, and in Google we have Google Assistant, right? I always suggest you keep it off. Don't keep it on. If you keep it off, they are not tracking your voice continuously. Otherwise, they can track. You are using their devices. The device power is with them, but the rules are very strict in Europe and US. They can't do it without your permission. So if you have activated Siri, Siri is listening everything. So I generally keep my Siri off. Generally, I keep Siri off. I only make it on when I need something. Otherwise, I keep it off. This is the fear of this technology world. What you just asked me. It's overdoing now, and the overdo is a problem. It's listening everything. If you are talking to a friend that let's go to Singapore this week, this month for holiday. If you open your phone, the first ad you will see is a Singapore trip ad, because you were talking about Singapore and it's listening your word. That is NLP, natural language processing. It can transcribe everything what we are talking today, and not just English. It transcribe English, Hindi, Marathi, all languages. It is doing it. So you need to be very careful with your device. So I will tell you one more thing. Like, I use Truecaller, but I have not given access of my phone book to Truecaller for safeguarding my phone book data. But if everyone does that, Truecaller product will die. Then it will not work. It needs data to give you back. But I try to keep myself safe, from various things. I always go and I do unsubscribe emails. I block the numbers from where I get such messages. So once I block the number, now the system knows, the universe knows that, okay, this number is being blocked by Deepak. That means something is wrong with this number, and then the system will work. But apart from that, there is no choice. Actually, it will listen. You can't do much. You just have to make sure that you are keeping things off when you are not using it. Otherwise, it is going. You can't do it actually. Like, I'm using Google Map. Google knows exactly where I am right now. Google is using my location, so it knows that, okay, I'm at home. I will tell you one more story. Like, uh, how during the night, many times you get some SMS, a blank SMS. What is happening? The blank SMS is sent by the telecom companies to know your actual location, because they consider that, okay, 80% to 90% people are sleeping at home. That means this is their home location. They do this to get the location, where you are, and then they will show you more localized ads as they go. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Now
Thank
I
you
will
so
show
much.
you I will show you a very classic example how AI can actually change. So I am right now on Bard. Google Bard is free for everyone. It's a Google product. So how we have Chat GPT, Bard is another tool. I will say that, uh, so tomorrow I have to give a speech. Example, on 26th of January, I want to give a speech on India. I'm writing, can you give me a good poem on India for my Republic Day speech? Okay, this is given me in English, if you see. Can you see even it? it helps in rhyming. So if you see the English one, if you guys want, I can just copy paste this in the chat. Okay, if someone can use it. And it gives in Hindi also. And if you see the rhyming, if you see the selection of words, it's amazing. Like, and then at the bottom it says, मैं आशा करता हूँ कि ये कविता आपके गणतंत्र दिवस के भाषण के लिए सहायक होगी. Just look at the way it thinks. It actually talks like human. It actually works like human. So if you want to deliver something, it can help you. Someone asked me about how can it help students. It can help students a lot, by the way. But again, it will kill creativity. That is only concern. So I am also putting disclaimers in my comments. The natural things might go because of these things, but this can help. It is giving such a beautiful words, निर्भय पहाड़ों की गोद में जहाँ गुनगुनाते सरिता पथ खिलते सपनों का कोटिवन भारत भूमि से ऊंचा कर खड़ी हाथ. And Path and Heart, they are just mapping it very nicely. So again, this is AI. Now someone can ask, they have picked it from somewhere. No, they have not picked it. They have actually, it's word by word. They are thinking word by word and giving it back to you.
They made it.
Yeah, please. Yeah, they made it. It's not copied from Google. It's not copied from someone else.
Okay.
They picked your thoughts.
Deepak, which is better, GPT or a Bard? Which one is better?
Again, different use cases. Why I gave this topic on Bard, because Bard is way more better when it comes to Indian languages.
Oh,
okay. So ChatGPT is good for IT industry, very good for financial industry, but Bard is good for common person. Like, they want to use it for some reason. If they want something in Hindi, something in Marathi, Tamil, Malayalam, it will give you all languages, by the way. So that's why, even I tried. So ChatGPT is not good with Indian language, not yet. Okay.
But in ChatGPT, I told them to translate in Hindi. They have done it in Hindi and Marathi.
Yeah, they have done it. This kind of work. So what I'm just showing is more creative work. So they are still working with languages. Okay. They are working on this with languages. So again, different use cases are there. So we use those two things. We have, for our IT industry, we use a different tool. We don't even use ChatGPT. We use GitHub Copilot. Now, GitHub Copilot also uses ChatGPT in the background, but it applies AI on ChatGPT output and make it better and give it to us for IT industry. So this analysis is needed. Which one is better for GitHub? My industry?
What is that?
GitHub Copilot. GitHub Copilot.
GET. GitHub.
Yeah.
GIT.
GitHub.
Okay.
Yeah. And there are now open source LLM. This is LLM. जो आप देख रहे हैं, this is all is LLM. Okay, large language modules. So now there are open source LLMs are coming. So recently we got an inquiry from a client. They said that, can you make something like ChatGPT for us? Now ChatGPT, Microsoft has invested $10 billion. No one can invest $10 billion for developing something again, But now there are open source LLMs are coming like Mistral and all. Those we can use and we can customize it as per our need. And we are already working on that. So that is our next, so that is next challenge for us, that can we use an open source LLM, like open source code like ChatGPT, and we customize it for probably chartered accountant, we customize it for doctors, we customize it for industry specific to make it even more smarter for that particular industry. So that is a new business stream for us, as an IT company.
People are already using plugins and creating their own versions.
Yeah, I will show you a plugin also. Give me 1 second. Good, you reminded me this. I had missed this part. So in ChatGPT, there are a lot of plugins that are already there. Okay. And I can do a travel plan. So, just last example I will give, and then probably I will conclude. So I want to visit Australia from 1st Feb to 10th Feb. My budget is USD 10,000 and I want to cover at least 4 cities. Can you please help me with the travel plan? Just see what it is doing now. It is giving me the city. It is giving me where I should go on day 1, day 2, day 3, everything.
And sir, it seems like it's a two-way communication, like you asked a question and someone is communicating with you. So that duplex
Absolutely.
communication mode, which we studied, so that is it
Generally.
helps us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You need to consider this as a human, by the way. Then
Yeah.
only you can get better answer. As I said that if I ask you any question, and if my question is not proper, you will not be able to give me the right answer. Correct. Similarly, it's AI. Let me just activate some plugin. Hold on. Huh? So this is, can you see my screen now? Okay. Okay, Expedia is already. So see, I have already given Expedia plugin to my system. I have implemented Expedia, which gives me the travel plan is via Expedia. Okay. So now I will go back and I will so can you suggest good hotels to stay along with the plan and also per day cost? Just imagine what travel agents will do now. I don't know.
Even
See,
with
you're getting the cost.
even with plugins for like Make My Trip or the other airlines plugins, they give the exact costs and what tickets are available, everything they give.
Yes, we can get everything here.
Is this a
Because I had
paid? Yeah. Is this a paid platform you are using? So
yeah, right now I'm using ChatGPT 4, which is a paid platform. Like
okay.
it's a cost of $20 per month. $20 per month is the cost for that. But even lot of things are available with free also. But yeah, with paid you get little better results, and definitely they will keep it always a little different so that they can get money. How they will make money otherwise?
Yeah,
So
certainly.
yeah, but yeah, see how good suggestions it gives, with cost and everything. So that now, if you really want to plan it, just ask more questions. Ask more questions, and it will give you better filtered answers. So earlier we used to go to Make My Trip, do Google, take 100, check 100 hotels to see, which is the best hotel, what cost is there. It is almost giving you everything without doing much research. Actually, no research, if you ask me. Nothing is there. So this is the power of AI. I think I'm done now. It's 8:40. We have already exceeded 40 minutes.
Yeah,
Extremely
we have
sorry in
extended.
case if I have taken more time. Yeah.
So normally we extend if the topic goes interesting and people are interested to learn. So no issues for that. Those who wish to have some urgencies can leave. So it goes that way. Thank you so much, Deepak ji, for
And
sharing all the wonderful insights. And
thank
if
you.
any particular question is there, we can take one or two, and then we'll close the session.
Thank you so much, sir.
We
Thank you
can
so
plan
much.
another session maybe in future, Deepak ji.
Yep.
Definitely,
Yes,
because AI is
definitely.
a wide range, and we can explore as much as we can.
Sure.
Use the benefits of.
Yep. I just typed my email address in case if you need anything, please drop me an email and I will definitely try my best to get back to you. I'm not
Thank you,
ChatGPT.
Deepak
I
ji.
will not be instant. I will not be instant, but yeah, I will get back to you as soon as possible.
Thank you so much.
Sir,
Yeah,
I wanted to add one important thing here. Like we mostly, I wanted to ask one question, like which browser we are using. We mostly we use mostly Chrome or
So,
this Edge or Internet Explorer, right? So, but like as Jatin sir asked one question, like how we can, how we can uh, safeguard our information. So, like there is a one
Right.
very important, you can say a plugin called DuckDuckGo. Right, it's also an explorer, like it's a like explorer. We have Chrome or Internet Explorer. So it does not share your data with any other with any other uh, tool. So we can
Right.
use we can always use that, because whenever we search something, data is shared everywhere. It's a known fact. So that thing,
Yeah.
we if we use DuckDuckGo, it will, you will not get that suggestions auto suggestions like what you bought or like that. Or when if you are, you might have booked some, your flights or tickets, right? So when you do that, you get recommendation, right? So if you are using that DuckDuckGo, your data will not be saved. And there is another term, there is another duck go. You can search it, you will find that. Okay. And uh, and second thing is the cookies. You these days, whenever you open a site, you get a pop up that you wanted only
Accept.
limited cookies. So if we turn off the cookies, our data will not be shared with outer world. So that is very, very important.
Right.
So these
No,
two
that's
things
very
I
important.
thought.
That's what.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what you said about cookies, that is very important that we accept cookies.
Yeah.
When if we don't want to share your cookies, you can say no. As you said this tool correctly, but there's one more prevention I will share that. A lot of time we use add-ons in our Google Chrome browser for small stuff. These add-ons are very dangerous. So we need to be careful with the add-ons. If you don't need, look, what I always suggest, like everyone, if you don't need anything, please don't keep in your phone or in your laptop or in your browser. If something is not needed, please remove it. Don't keep it. Nowadays, if you see any app you install, it asks you one question: do you want to share the data with another app? And I always say no. I never say yes to that statement. Why? If my use case of one app is being used by another app, then that's a threat for me, because I don't know the other app how they will use my data. I know if I'm on a good if I'm on a good app, they will not use my data, but some other app can use my data. So whenever you see any pop-up message coming up, please read that very carefully what it is asking. Generally, 90% people say yes, 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 and move ahead. We accept all cookies and we move ahead. If you see, like we all do this. It's not that I'm not doing it, but yeah, one thing is very clear, that if I start looking into this and if I start reading more messages, probably we will be more careful. And of course, it is like always, prevention is better in these cases. But yeah, good you shared this particular tool. There are a lot more tools which will give you the privacy of your data. But one thing is very clear: when these tools are taking your data, understand my point again. Someone is always taking something to give it back to you.
Yeah. And sir, one last thing, like we
Yeah.
are prone to means the concept of easy money. So we should not get trapped into that. Like it is 26th January, and Geo is giving us the data, free data, and those links. So people keep
Yeah,
sending
yeah,
those
yeah.
links, and we get trapped. Like by liking a video, you will get 15 rupees or like that. I read
Yeah,
many.
greed is the easiest emotion to hit, by the way. So
Exactly right.
everyone does that.
Right. No, but I saw, like in the news, lakhs and crores of money people are losing these days. And what they are doing, simply you got a message, okay, we have a means part-time job for you, and just let's connect and all that. And people are losing lakhs and crores of money every day.
I will tell you the reason behind, like so I don't want to boast myself, but I am a Apple person. So from 2000, probably from Apple free. I'm using only Apple phones. I'm using Mac, only Mac because of this reason, what you just said. The chances of getting hacked for Apple is almost negligible because it's a closed operating system. Android is an open operating system. So that's why the chances of, playing around with Android is way more compared to Apple. So as you said that we need to be more careful. Of course, I know it's expensive. It's not, but that is one of the thought I have. Why I'm using it because of the security, what you just said. In fact, my home is Apple home because of this reason. Like, everyone uses only Apple devices. The reason is the security. Because if you are not if you even do a mistake, the chances of operating system handles your problem is way more in Apple. But yeah, we need to live with Android 90 again. Android is 95%. Apple is not even 5% in India even today.
Yeah, right. We have to choose between the two.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I'm
Thanks
amazed
for
by the data
Manjit.
statistics that plays role. And I was reading this book, Power of Habits, and there was a story about how Target company was catching hold of they kept the data statistician in that age when there was no AI, and how they were tracking the pregnancy of ladies in the first trimester or second trimester itself, and placing coupons to them for their customized needs. So that was that market target hit, and what these companies might be doing with the help of AI, when we see Amazon and other social media as well as these e-commerce platforms placing exact recommendations that we look for. So I'm amazed
Yep.
with these recommendations, and how much data they figure out behind the scenes, and how they place those recommendations and discount coupons and vouchers. So that's playing a
Yeah.
huge role in that.
Yeah. Recently, I was passing by Thane and the Raymond House. Thane, there is a Raymond House. You won't believe I started getting ads of Raymond, in certain, like I got the WhatsApp message from Raymond. So I was amazed, they know that I'm somewhere in a particular zone where they can target me more. So they know where I am.
So being secure and just ignoring these vouchers and coupons
Everything is out.
very
Like
much
whatever you are
required.
talking is in the air now. Whatever you are doing is in
Yeah,
the air now. It's a matter
everything
of
is out.
time. I was attending one of the sessions from Nirmala Sitharamanji, and because we are all here in Yogi Sabha, and what she said, she said, we know exactly what you people are doing. Unfortunately, we don't have time for that. The day we have little more time, we will reach to your house very easily. We have everything with us. She gave this statement. So she was very clear that we know who is doing wrong, who is doing right. We don't have team and time today to reach to you. Otherwise, they can reach to anyone any day. Like this much of data they have, this much of analysis and reports they have now on their table. It's amazing, by the way.
Somewhere I read
हाँ जी.
they will enter your room. मतलब आपको टीवी भी अनप्लग करना पड़ेगा. इतना हालत हो गया अभी.
So the satellite picture, like how they are, sorry to say, but how they are attacking terrorists now. They know exactly in which house the terrorists are staying. How it is possible, by the way. Of course, they have their own way of figuring out everything. It's not that just what we saw in Uri movie. They're actually doing this, by the way. It's not that we are seeing. आपको लग रहा है बाहर कोई fly कर रहा है, बाहर fly नहीं कर रहा है, कोई कैमरा fly कर रहा है. You never know. The drone, if you see, the drone is being used everywhere. The last thing, the drone is going to be the next big change, by the way. If you see, like I was in Delhi with some fertilizer company last month, and they are now training females to run drone so that they can sprinkle the fertilizer in the field with the help of drone. And they have ordered drone, and like drone will be everywhere in all industries, by the way. Again, that is AI. If you see, where to go, how much to do, what to do, it's all AI. So AI, drone is going to be the big change. Like we will see next 5 years, the use of drone a lot in every industry.
I have a
With the
small
invent-
This is
query,
Yeah, go
sir. This is regarding
please.
AI. I'm Suraj Shankar speaking. Thanks for an awesome
Yes,
session today, sir. My point regarding AI, how accurate it is. Now, there have been, I was going through certain videos on the YouTube regarding the AI and its threats rather than the other way around. Why you are saying, while you are already telling us that there is no way that the AI can not give you inputs from what you have not given. However, there are concerns regarding the language that they are using, which we are not able to understand. There have been interactions between the AI systems themselves, which we are not able to understand what they were talking, and it was giving inputs and outputs on things which we had not given it. We had not asked it. We had not wanted it to do, and it was started to doing those things. So wouldn't that point about AI coming to become a threat to what we are doing, while it might not be in the open domain right now, but it is there. So isn't that a concern for us to the amount of utilization of AI? And shouldn't we be going ahead with a lot of legislations, and might be the amount of limit to which we need to use AI?
Yeah, definitely. It's if you ask me, like as I said in the beginning about electricity, I also consider AI is like your atomic power. Now, atomic power can be used in both sides. We can destroy also and we can construct also. AI is actually like that, and that is why like a lot of countries, like especially in UK, if you see, they are now working on how to limit the use of AI to keep certain things organic in some way. I told you that right now I gave you a poem. Just imagine if someone is giving me a poem, where is the creativity? The creativity is one thing, as you said, that So you asked me two questions, one about accuracy and one about users. Is it correct?
Absolutely right, sir. Absolutely right, sir. And also you can add on the human connect. You can add on the human connect, which is actually going down because of the utilization of these sort of things.
Yeah, so that is the problem. Like human connect, when we used to travel before in train or even in plane, we used to talk to the neighbor. Nowadays, no one talks to the neighbor. If you see, everyone is busy with their mobile phone, right? So human connect is definitely losing, and that is where the challenge is. So I always think, technology is good. We are tech people. We are only helping the world in some ways. In some ways we are helping the world. But again, if I come to the human connect is definitely going to be a challenge because of AI. The second is human creativity. That is going to be challenge. That is going to be a challenge with AI, because AI is giving you way more than even you can think today. So that's going to kill that. The third is accuracy. Accuracy, as I said, accuracy will increase day by day. Absolutely. I'm pretty sure that today they are saying that we are 90% accurate. Every year it will grow by 1 or 2%. So there will be a case where they will be 98 to 99% accurate. I will still not say 100%, but yeah, it will be more. The accuracy is going to increase only from here, because they are getting data from all over. They are analyzing it better. They have better tools. They have better hardware. AI needs very high level of hardware, by the way. They spend huge money on servers. So server farms, we say. We use the word server farm. So they are farming the servers to process the data. So that they are doing it. So again, that will increase. So accuracy will increase. There is no doubt about that. Human connect will suffer for sure. That is also, I'm sure right now, if you ask me, unless something comes like a rule that, okay, you can't apply in several industries, or you can't. So, like how we can say that, okay, 15 years niche ke log will not be able to use AI. You might get something like this in future, where they might stop it from using, like in US, all the people who are into copywriting business have already filed cases against AI that, it's actually hampering our business, our creativity now. So you stop it, but it will not stop. It will not stop for sure. But we need to, use our brain, how to use it, how much to use it. It will come to human brain, and I'm happy that it is coming back to human brain. It is not being decided by AI that what AI you will use.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Sir, I think this is the biggest session we have ever had. Thank you so much.
It's 8:56.
Thank you so much.
It was a pleasure. I was enjoying the interaction. Yeah. I was enjoying the interaction. This topic is a big topic. It needs actually more amount of time. A lot of examples I have not given you today, but sometimes we can just remove theory. So next time, Shivani, you can tell that, no theory.
Definitely. We'll plan another session.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
This is a
Ramlala baat kar rahe because of AI.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much,
Okay.
Deepak,
Thanks a
for
lot.
sharing all your wonderful
Thank you.
knowledge. And thank you to each and every participant for being part of us.
Thank you.
It's
Thank
really
you
Sir, you have a great
valuable.
smile. Huh?
Thank you so much. Thank you so
The
much.
way you smile, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you
Thank you,
so
Deepak.
much.
Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Have a great day, great weekend. Bye-bye.
Yeah, all of
Thank
you.
you. Bye.
Great.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Deepak. Have a wonderful day. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you, Maheshi. Maheshi will also be taking a session maybe 2 weeks later, and he will be talking about WhatsApp automation.
Yes. Now,
Thanks to Deepak for.
big expectations from the participants. So I'll make sure that all are going to get
Yeah.
next.
Yeah, I have attended his sessions, so I know the level of knowledge he brings and value to his audience. So, most welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.